everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally filming. Oh my god, I do have a get ready with me that I filmed and I'm editing that one as well, so I actually don't know which one's gonna go up first. So if you saw that one, hello again, and if you haven't seen that one, I will link it down below. I think I just repeated myself. If it is not up yet, subscribe and then you will know when it does go up, okay? I'm working on it. All right, so today I just kind of wanted to talk about some things that I'm loving, summer must-haves, if you will, or spring. It's still technically spring, but it's so hot here that it all just kind of bleeds together. Just some things that I'm loving in general, regardless of the season. And we got mostly makeup here, but I wanted to share a little bit of fashion accessory, that whole thing with you. So we're going to do it all. So let me start off actually with a couple skincare items that I have right here. Okay, sorry, I kind of changed the frame. I kind of wanted a wider shot so you guys can kind of see more of me. But anyway, skincare, really quick. This Iuna product is expensive, but oh my god, I love it. This is Iuna the facial. This is the low version. There is also a high version. It's essentially like a Pixie glow tonic. It has like enzymes and things in here that help turn, you know, with all the cellular turnover, get rid of all the dead skin cells. Essentially just rejuvenates the skin, and that's why it's called the facial. It makes you look like you have brand new skin. I noticed the most the first time I used it, and you know, I think we all love those products. I think with the Drunk Elephant baby facial, things like that being very popular, this is really cool because you can use it every single day, both morning and night. Don't recommend it in the morning. It does have sort of like a residue that it leaves behind on the skin. If you do have a lot of time, maybe prior, I would do so, but this is a nighttime thing for me, and I use it religiously, and I've noticed a major difference in my skin. I was like really struggling with those bumps really bad. I think I was using the RMS highlighters too frequently, unfortunately. Too much coconut oil for me irritates the skin, but I can definitely use it in moderation, and will continue to do so because I think they're fabulous. But in the interim, this is really, really good stuff. So check that one out. Something that I've rediscovered, and I just love a good face mist. I love the Max and Me, the Intuitive. I love, what else? I love just rose water and glycerin. I love a lot of different ones, but one that I've used time and time again is the Aphrodite Rose Quartz Infused Toning Mist. This is from Lil Fox. This is a rose infused one with the rose quartz. So you know I love that scent. I love the hydrating properties to the skin. As someone who has more dry skin, I'll put this on top of my makeup. I'll do it before, I'll put it on a pad. I use it every which way, and I will continue to do so. It's just a good one that never fails me. It always gives me a little dose of hydration for the skin, which I really appreciate, and it's just an old favorite that I'm really excited about. So, two base products. One I've been meaning to talk about for a long time. One I've talked about 100 times, but I have to mention it because these are just my go-tos. Kosa's Tinted Face Oil. This stuff is awesome. I use the shade 4. I could probably use 3 as well, but since it is a more sheer sort of thing, I take it down the neck. I can make it work for me. I do fully want to review this for you guys, but you know I'm a total flake on this channel. My apologies. Just know that I'm a big fan of it. I like using a big foundation brush to sort of buff it into the skin. Then I like to go in with like my fingertips around the nose because I do find it kind of collects there. It leaves a really nice sort of natural skin-like finish to the skin while covering. It does have a really decent amount of coverage to it that still looks like your skin and allows it to breathe. I don't find that this is an all-day wear sort of thing. In the center of my face, I do notice some sort of breaking up. No big deal though, but the major number one thing is make sure that this is shaken up well, because if you have an improper pigment to oil balance, it won't look quite as nice on the skin, and you will find it's looking incredibly oily. It definitely does settle as it absorbs into the skin and things like that, but that's my spiel on this one. It looks really natural. It reminds me a lot of the Glossier Skin Tint. It is more oily, however, because it's a tinted face oil, and this is just a skin tint. And it does have more coverage than that. Plus, it's a fully natural product. Glossier is just a cruelty-free, anti-allergen, blah, 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 blah type of brand. So you guys asked me a lot if Glossier is an all-natural brand. It is not, but it is a brand that I personally feel comfortable using, knowing what's inside of it. So that is your decision to make. I did quickly want to mention the Glossier Skin Tint as well. I'm holding it upside down because I have so little left. I will be purchasing my 3rd tube of this. Once I get off here, that is what I'm going to do. I can't live without it. I have it on today. It does something so magical to the way that it blurs your skin. I mean, it's crazy. 26 bucks, lasts a lifetime, and you need a very minimal amount of product. If you have a lot that you want to cover, this is maybe not the one for you unless you're really willing to go in with concealer and sort of take care of business that way. You most definitely can. And again, I like a big flat top kabuki sort of brush to blend that product in. Now, since those are both more sheer options of what I have most definitely been reaching for, that's where this guy comes in. This is the Fit Glow Beauty Concealer. I was using the shade C2 for a long time because I would use the Well People, then put this in, and I'm like, no, let me just get my shade, which is C3. It's a really good match for me. That way I can spot conceal, I could sort of take care of whatever extra I need to do, center of the face, as well as take it under my eyes, because I don't always love that more brightened look. This matches my skin really well. The texture of this, when you first put it on, it's like kind of dry and you're like, I don't know how this is gonna look. However, when you blend it in, it's gorgeous. I always said it. I don't even know if you need to because it has that perfect sort of texture to it. It's almost a little bit whipped. And what I've been liking to blend it in with, this looks like a classic beauty blender. It is not. 100% Pure makes this latex-free beauty blender that I think is fantastic. And I've been using the ever-living shit out of it. I was gonna say crap, but we know that I use bad words on this channel. Hello. I really like this together. Really beautiful pairing, and also beautiful pairing with these skin options that I mentioned, because I really need some help under the eyes. My sleep schedule is kind of all over the place. That's where this comes in. You know, I have some hormonal breakouts. You can see a little bit here. I have sort of spot concealed, so maybe they're not quite as noticeable on camera, but I'm a really big fan of it. This is a really Fit Glow heavy video. It's just the way it goes. It's probably my favorite green beauty brand, I think I can safely say. Oh, quickly, deodorant that I've been liking. Probably not the most natural in the world, but the ingredients are really minimal. Get it at Whole Foods for $4.95. You roll it on. It's got a nice lavender. Okay, just rubbed my actual nose with that lavender white tea scent. Let's just put a little on now, why don't we? I love how it rolls on, feels fresh underneath your arms, like cooling, which is also an added bonus. And of course has no aluminum or parabens inside of it, which is the #1 thing that I'm looking to avoid in my deodorants. I think that my body's been getting a little too used to it. I find you have to kind of switch up the deodorant routine. And I really like this one. I find that it really keeps any sort of moisture at bay, even though it's not an antiperspirant, because natural deodorants just are not that way. But this is by the brand Crystal. I don't know if I mentioned that, and it's a mineral deodorant roll-on. Get it at your Whole Foods. I'm sure it's available online, but just one that I'm really liking as it gets very hot. Let's move on to some bronzer, some more face sort of options. A bronzer that I've been liking for the longest. This is the Rice Powder Blush and Bronzer by Air Perez. I don't get the blush aspect of it at all whatsoever. This is in the shade Roma. You can see it's sort of this dual pan, very loved by me. A more warm tone, however, it reminds me of the 100% Pure Cocoa Pigmented Bronzer, which I have loved since I started this channel 3-4 years ago now. Oh my god, I cannot believe I've been making videos that long. Or not, because I'm the worst at making videos. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I love this stuff. I'm wearing it today. I find it looks really natural on the skin due to the warmth and sort of pinkish undertone of it. And I do have a more olive complexion despite how incredibly pale I am, as you guys can see. But this is like as pale as I get, so that olive undertone saves me, saves the day, and I love this sort of bronzer with it. Now, since you guys know I'm that bitch, very high maintenance one at that, I also love the Fit Glow Beauty Sunny Days palette. This is a limited edition palette. I do think it's sold out on Integrity Botanicals, so I'm gonna link it elsewhere for you guys down below. There's a beautiful, very, again, warm bronzer in here, and I'll go ahead and lay down the Air Perez, and then I'll take a bigger brush and I will sort of blend it out with this because I want to look bronzed to high heaven. You know what I mean? That's sort of what we're going for. However, while we're here, this whole palette is stunning. I love the bronzer. The blush is probably my favorite thing. It's this sort of, let me put it somewhere where you guys can see it. it's like this really gorgeous, like metallic-y sort of finish. It's similar to the Antonym Highlighting Blush in Lily, more pigmented and maybe a little bit different sort of radiance to it. Different, this one I think is a little bit more golden. If you have Lily and you love it, you don't necessarily need this, but if you like what's happening in here and you like that, it's a good travel friendly option and it's incredibly compact. This one here, which you can see I have like the scratch mark of death in there that I think offends us all when we do with acrylic nails, my bad. This is the highlighting shade in there. Now this shade, unfortunately, is too dark for yours truly, but it's a really beautiful eyeshadow. I like to do it sort of on top of the cheeks sometimes if I'm really going for that golden goddess sort of look, but it's a beautiful eyeshadow. I love all of these as eyeshadow. I love how big the pans are. I think it's a really, really fun product. The shades, however, are not that deep, so if you have a more dark complexion, unfortunately, this won't be for you. I think the highlight would be pretty on you, but maybe not worth the spend on getting every single product in here because the bronzer would not be of use. Let's keep it moving here. Let's keep it moving. Oops. Let's do eyebrows really quick. A new combo I've been loving. I love this product alone, but I love it in conjunction with an old favorite. I'm just quickly gonna mention it. Glossier Boy Brow, hands down, one of the best. I did just receive the 100% pure sort of dupe for that. So I'm gonna test it, try it, and see if we have a more natural duplicate on our hands. If not, the Glossier is supreme for me as of now. I love, new to me, this is the Alima Pure Natural Definition Brow Pencil in the shade Raven. The combination of the two is where it's at. So I sort of run the Glossier through the brows, get as much, you know, I sort of get the shape that I want because it sort of locks them in. Then I can sort of see where it's sparse, and I'll go in with this pencil. With this pencil, is basically like powder in a pencil. It's awesome. So unfortunately, you do need to sharpen it quite a bit if you want that sharp edge. But for me, I don't even need that sharp edge. I'll just go in here, you know, maybe give myself a little bit more shape at the top of the brow. This pencil looks so natural. The shade Raven sounds terrifying, but it's not a black shade. It's really just this ashy brown. It's this one right here. I swatched some Air Perez liners. So you can see it's this right here. Has a really beautiful ashy grayness to it. That works perfectly in my eyebrows. So if you have a similar brow thing to me, this is stunning. And then I use the Glossier Boy Brow in brown, and the two together are my brow look that I'm wearing right now. And so far, so good. Quickly wanted to mention, you guys know this. This is my favorite mascara. Yes, it has replaced my Hint Beauty Nocturne, but I do love both. The Nocturne is significantly cheaper as well, so if that's a factor to you, another fabulous mascara. But for me, the Fit Glow Beauty Vita Active, I believe that's what this is called, yeah, mascara reigns supreme. I have it on today. Apply a little, apply a lot. It looks good no matter what. It's magical. Now, some lip products that I have been loving. These are like my 3 ride or die go-tos. There's always more. I'm really liking a more natural lip look these days. I go through phases though. Lip is probably my most ever-changing thing that I love. Eyeshadow too, but I'm really liking this bronzy, easy look I've got going right now. A very nice pairing, and what I have on my lips right now is I'll go in with the Fit Glow Beauty. This is the Fit Glow Beauty lip balm, which I'm a big fan of. And I'm just gonna apply that to my lips. Then, what I've been liking to do, and it doesn't need to be this shade, it could be any lip liner that you love. What's nice about filling in your whole lip with lip liner, first of all, when you put lip liner, the lip balm on, it just goes on like butter. But then when you get to this part of your mouth, you can really just give it some shape, and it looks like this is like the color of my lips. Like, yes, they're just as perfectly shaped and perfectly colored, and I wake up like this in the morning, everybody. Very, very, very that. And I'm liking that look right now. So the Fit Glow lip balm, what I like, it's not overly shiny, so it still looks just like natural lip, as you can see. But this is the 100% pure creamy long-lasting lip liner in Pink Brandy. And though they're called creamy long-lasting lip pencils, some of them are more creamy than others. They're not the most creamy lip formulation, so that lip balm trick really, really helps. Because I've always loved this shade, but I don't reach for it that much as a standalone lip liner. So all over the lips, I'm loving it, and it's still really easy to apply. Very fuss-free color, as you can see. My favorite, I think I've decided, Well People Optimist lipstick. This is in the shade Choose Love, and this is different for me. However, sometimes when I have something really warm going on the lips, I really like this sort of pink shade, and it's a little more cool. I mean, it's a pretty neutral pink, but it has this baby dollness to it that is so sweet. It looks so good with the gloss. It looks good with a multitude of different lip liners, but this just kind of contrasts that look. And whenever I don't know what to wear, I reach for this one and I never regret it. And I don't know if it's because it's different for me that I'm sort of more attracted to it. Like whenever I put it on, I'm like, you know, that's not my usual type of shade, but I love it. It's just so pretty. Look at this. Really good swatching here, guys. It's just really, really stunning. You've seen me wear it 100 times. I did a video where I wore this in a Get Ready With Me, and if I remember, I will definitely link that down below for you. Final lip product that I'm gonna share with you guys today. This one just looks like your lips, but glossier and sexier and everything better. This is the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Color Serum in Beach Glow. This seems like it's sponsored by Fit Glow, and I wish, but it's not. So I'm gonna throw some of this on. Beach Glow has a lot of warmth to it, so it's almost like a reddened, coppery pink. It looks really good with what I have on right now, actually, but it just looks so healthy. I have so much times where I'm just like, I don't know what I want to wear, you know, and then I'll put that one on. I'm like, no, that's not doing it today. And then I reach for this and I'm like, yep, that's the one. You guys already know these glosses, whatever shade you choose, they are the best lip gloss on the market, in my opinion. They are hydrating. They look amazing, come in the most fabulous colors that I could possibly dream up. But Beach Glow is the shade of the moment, and I find that I have a shade that I gravitate towards every couple of months. Beach Glow is the one of the moment. Nudie, I think, is like my forever favorite. And then, you know, I love the new one in Rosé. I love the new one in Kind. They just come out with such a good variety of shades that would suit so many different complexions, yet are so wearable for every day. And I think that's sort of the lip product that I gravitate towards, especially working at a job where I'm not sitting in the mirror like touching up every 5 minutes, you know what I mean? So I quickly wanted to mention some fashion-y items, and very quickly, you know, I wear almost exclusively vintage these days. I'm really into 40s shorts, so I quickly wanted to share with you these two. This is from my favorite seller on Instagram, well, one of, but she's up there, man. She carries some of the best up, Boswell vintage, and these are just your classic sort of like Americana, you know, primary color sort of shorts. These pockets are both functioning yet fake, because this part doesn't work, but you can, you know, slip a $5 bill in there or something if you want. The back, just plain. 40 shorts are like ultra high-waisted, and they're just so flattering. I would wear it, it would look perfect with what I'm wearing right now. I'm just wearing comfy shorts. I'm just wearing this sort of, you know, rib tank top that I cut up, and a bunch of jewelry, and then these here, which is complementing the jewelry I have on. 40 shorts are where it's at. These are cotton. If you could get your hands on a pair, highly recommend. Another pair, just showed these off on my Instagram. I got these from, she doesn't typically sell vintage, but she is a wearer of it, and God, does she have some amazing style. Little Miss Magdalene. I think I shared these with you guys in a haul, actually, but I've been wearing these to death, and surprisingly the seams on these are so strong. I've done a lot of bending and up and down and no ripping yet. But do know, you know, it's old clothes. You do have to be careful in it, but these have served me very well, even when I haven't been maybe the most gentle. Then quickly, I want to talk about accessories. I mean, you could tell by what I've got going right now, I'm very much into it. I'm super into orange right now. I love chain belts. I love earrings. You guys know I love earrings. I love hair clips. Right now I have this really cute 30s hair clip. I got this from Spake as a Child Vintage on Instagram. She does some amazing Instagram sales, really fair prices, typically accessory heavy, but she does offer a couple clothing options, some hats, things like that. She's amazing. Check her out if you have not already, but I love that little 30s clip. I mean, I really, really love it. Then I have this dinky little small one. I'm looking to get some more hair clips. I have a couple antique ones, but getting them, excuse me, in your hair is something so hard, and I'm like, I don't want to lose it. So these are some that I'm liking. So hair clips, number one. 2 earrings. I really love these orange ones. They're very 1960s mod. These are just like, you know, acrylic, plexi, something like that. They're white on one side, which I think is kind of cool too. orange on the other. You know I'm having an orange moment right now. Speaking of orange, I just found these at the thrift store today. How cute are these? Little beaded hoops, you know, and they're nothing fancy schmancy. Someone may have just made these in their house, but you spend $30 on them, no problems there. Really cute, really fun. Check out your local thrift store for things like that. Then I wanted to show you guys this just incredible pair that I got at the Fine Line Antique Store in Cooper City, Florida. They are these enamel and sterling silver mesh earrings. Incredibly old. Unfortunately, I forgot of the exact area that they come from, but like I said, they are sterling. Beautiful. You know, I love statement earrings. I love something fun. I think in the summer when you want to wear something a little bit more toned down, like I said, I'm just wearing this ribbed white tank top today and I kind of just went to town with the accessories. That's what these sort of things are good for. And I'm in my accessories moment right now. Typically accessories from the 20s and the 30s. Those are my favorites. So I've got on here, I'll just share it with you while I'm here. This is a little 1920s sort of chain linked awesome necklace in a beautiful, beautiful blue hue. I got this from Antiques and More in Coral Springs, Florida. I'll link their Instagram down below. I got this from Wide Awake Vintage. I think I've shared this with you guys before. It's a 30s crystal, super weighty, just captures the light, so stunning. It looks great with this necklace here on just like, you know, any old chain. I got this from Wide Awake Vintage, who I'm obsessed with. And then I have this 1920s necklace. I love these sort of necklaces. These are so cool for layering, very typical flapper, amazing. I shared this a long time ago with you guys from Sugar Violet, another amazing seller. So layer up, I mean, like, you know, these all had a little bit of blue in it, so it sort of inspired me. The blues don't match, who cares? Throw on a lot of necklaces, it's a lot of fun to do. Then, like I said, chain belts. I get mine from thrift stores, so I don't have a specific place for you to go get them, but I just got this one from American Thrift, which is a local thrift store to me. It sort of looks spidery, it sort of looks butterfly-ish, it looks really, really cool. I love this. These look good with anything. Dresses, pants, anything in between, no pants, just a shirt. You know, you could tie it, you could put them high up on your waist, you could put them low around your hips. It's just like added jewelry, and you could wear a t-shirt and jeans, throw on some jewels, throw on this, and I mean, you're ready to go. So accessories, accessories, accessories is what I'm into. And finally, I wanted to share with you scarves. This is a really cool silk scarf that I have. It's a Florida scarf, and I love it. I tied this up in my hair in a Integrity Botanicals video, and you guys really like that. But just go to your local thrift shop, guys, antique store. Scarves are such an easy thing to find. There's really high quality, true silk ones. Tie them up in your hair. I mean, so many different ways. I rolled mine up and tied it up. You could also do, well, I'm like flinging this around. You could tie this around your waist. I've done that a billion times. Put it in your back pocket, tie it around your neck. That's not really my look, but you could. You could do this sort of Jackie O, you know, sort of moment, little hippie thing around here, Jackie O, maybe around the back. I mean, there's just so many different things that you could do. I think especially in the summertime, it becomes only increasingly more fun because it's hot out. So like, have fun with accessories and wear something really simple and easy, a Threshold shirt and like your favorite old denim, you know what I mean? But that's it, you guys. I just wanted to chat with you, you know, very casual video, talk about some things I like, you know, both old and new favorites, inspire you to get your accessory on. Check out some of my favorite vintage sellers. I always like sharing that with you. It is a great way to get relatively affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces, and even if they're not that affordable, they're incredibly well made and have withstood the test of time. So keep on showing them some love. Shop small business. I have not bought anything new in forever. Like seriously, guys, I'm like just committed to shopping secondhand 100%. I don't get caught up in wanting anything that I see on Instagram and stuff anymore. And the more you do so, the easier it gets. I buy underwear new. That's about it. And if you guys have any recommendations, by the way, I need a good pair of leggings, ideally a sustainable brand that gives no camel toe. I have major issue with the camel toe, guys. I think I've talked about this on the channel. I have so many issues. You know, pants are hard for me, period, even though I love pants so much. That's why I wear these flowy, shapeless things, because it just looks weird on me. But let me know if you have a legging brand that you love. They're not workout leggings. I need them like almost like pants. So the thicker the better. All of that in between. I've been trying to post more regularly on Instagram. I think I've been the most successful at it that I have been in a long time. So, but please leave me a comment down below, you guys. I miss you. Thank you to anyone who reaches out to me on Instagram expressing the same. And I will most definitely catch you guys in my next video. Bye!